Good morning. Here in 1 Samuel 26, David successfully shows King Saul that he does not intend to harm him. For the second time, by the grace of God working in him, David had the chance to kill the king, but he chose to show restraint and respect for the one in authority. I mean, after all, David didn't have the right to kill the king, and therefore he would not do it. I mean, in the last chapter, he almost blew it when he went after the fool Nabal, who had insulted him. But this time, he did not. He showed mercy. He made his appeal to King Saul, and the response was as he hoped. The king departed with his army and no longer pursued him. Now, he wouldn't trust the king, for he had not proven trustworthy, but they would separate in peace and live their lives until Saul's tragic death, which would open the way for David to be established as the new king of Israel. He was prepared. God had prepared him. After the incidences of chapter 26, David makes this conclusion that should encourage us and instruct us. Listen to it. It's verse 23. He writes, "The Lord rewards every man for his righteousness and his faithfulness." By God's grace, David had chosen the right response to the opportunity to kill the king. He chose to show restraint and respect, and God rewarded his righteous behavior by having the king relent from his sinful pursuit. By God's grace, David had chosen to be faithful to God's will, which was to live under King Saul's authority. Even though the king mistreated him, he would not mistreat the king. He would live as one faithful to the Lord and the king. And in that, David would set an example of the way others were to live under his authority when he became king. Hopefully, they would submit and not seek his demise. Hopefully, they would honor his position and make proper appeals when they felt it appropriate. And they would do it with the right heart attitude. After all, David had done that, setting a good example for all watching eyes to follow him. And for us, it's a good reminder that the Lord does reward us when we live righteously, when we seek first the kingdom of God, the rule of God in our hearts, and to live righteously. When we walk in the righteous ways God has decreed in His Word. As we do, He rewards us. And when we purpose to walk by faith, to live a faithful life, to trust the Lord, to rely on Him, to confide in Him, to have confidence in Him, those are all expressions of faith. When we live like that, He is pleased and He rewards us. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. But with faith, God is pleased, for He is faithful. Today, let's let His faithfulness inspire our faithfulness. God bless you.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee.
Thank you for listening to Mornings with Pastor Jim. This podcast is a ministry of Family Church PC. For more information or to contact us, go to familychurchpc.com. Have a blessed day.